Hey guys, Glenn here. Can you hear me? Thank you guys for joining. This is my first stream ever. Um, it's going to be a little bit of a chaos because it's my first time, but I appreciate you guys joining. Hit the like button if you think this is a cool idea. I'm going to do a Q&A in the community tab in our in Glenn Bryan 3D. I asked you a bunch of questions, and I'm going to go over those questions, as well as I'm going to let you guys answer questions in the chat and talk to you guys a little bit. Hi, Allie's Print Shop and Zach Downs 10. Glenn, thank you for... Well, congratulations on your first sale, Zach. I'm glad that I can help you. That's my goal of the whole channel, is to make you guys more successful with each video. I try to go into detail and teach you guys. How's it going tonight? Pretty good. Not too bad. I'm kind of tired watching my baby the whole day. And now finally I have some free time and no screaming kid. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. It's kind of weird that you guys might not realize this. There's a delay when I talk, and it's strange to see it on the screen. It's kind of messing me up because this is my first time. But ask me any questions in the comments. I'll go over those. But first I'm going to start with these. One, Splunken asks, what inspired you to start a 3D printing farm, and how did you get started? I actually just put up a couple things on Etsy just as a whim, just because I like starting businesses, and that I never really thought it was going to take off, to be honest. I just put up I think it was 4 different items. And I think they were it was only 2 colors I was doing back then. I was doing black and white. So I thought I was being smart, and I'm sure so many of you guys saw that. Me trying to say that in one of my first videos that we're just going to do black and white, but now we do all kinds of colors. But all of a sudden they started selling. They were sitting there for a couple weeks, and then I sold one, and I'm like, oh, I better get this out. And I just figured it out, and then I kept on adding stuff. Maybe a year later, I really got into it. It took a while, for sure. But I'm glad I did it now, because I made a lot of money already, and it's just a hobby for me, and I could teach you guys how to do it, which is even cooler. How do you manage logistics of running 3D printing farms, such as scheduling prints, maintaining machines, and ordering supplies? So I run a lot of different businesses, so I actually do all of this stuff by myself. There's no one that helps me besides some of my other helpers for other business might help me with throwing garbage out and cleaning and stuff like that. But mainly it's just me with this. And scheduling the prints, as soon as it comes in, I schedule it. I have a system on one of my videos is actually you can schedule. I show you how to put a print from into production and different rows, so you know what stage the print is in, if you're producing it now, or if someone needs to change something on it, like a different address. Some of you guys might have saw that videos, but look that up. That is good for the actual scheduling the prints. Maintaining the machines every month. I try to maintain the machines, oil them, lube them, check them, clean them really well. When you do a white print, you really want to clean the nozzle up. Usually right before I do a white print, I clean the nozzle. However, I don't every month I clean it up real good. And then before I start a white print, I do it. I clean it again. Let's see. Do you recommend Etsy ads? Yes and no. It depends what you're selling. If you're selling anything that anybody else is selling, not really, because they're going to get that ad, then they're going to come back to Etsy, and they're going to see it at a cheaper price as someone else is selling. I've spent hundreds on ads. I do not spend anything on ads right now. It's not really worth it for us. If it was like $100 item or a $500 item, like furniture or something, then yeah, you're probably going to want to play with that and experiment with it because you have less people that you're competing with. But these are every time someone clicks, it's like 50 cents or 25 cents, depending on the ad. And it really adds up for a $5 or $10 item. And then it takes all your profit out. So, yeah, I'm going to do black and white right now. So yeah, so you could start with just black and white. The problem that I had with white was because I was going back from black and white, and it was always making the white dirty. And so I saw that problem right away, that I actually hated printing in white unless I cleaned the machines meticulously. And even if I did, there's always like a black spot somewhere, and then I got to fix it or cut it off. It's a pain in the butt. Not a fan of printing in white, but you're going to save a lot of money in filament that you got to store if you only have 2, 3, 4 colors. And then you can add those colors as you go. But when you start, you really want to have a game plan of what exactly you're going to offer. Because it's going to be a lot easier to expand. Because once you have like 300 items in your store, let's say, to go back to every single listing over and over again and add colors is going to be kind of a nightmare. And that goes for SKU numbers. That goes for any information that you're going to want to add. Little things like saying how long it's going to say to print out, to send out. Things like that. You got to update all that stuff, and it's clicking on it and saving it 300 times. Trust me, I've done it a couple times to update my listings and try to make them all conform, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ashley. So I'll go back to reading these questions. Hey, what silver PLA do you use? It looks great in your videos. So I've used a lot of silver PLA, a lot. The one you're talking about, this is by Sophie Buns 5484. It's probably Prusament, because I bought a lot of Prusa printers. They give me a lot of silver PLA. So I still have some left over, but it's so expensive that I try to use things like for special things now. I can give you some recommendations. I just don't have them off the top of my head right now. Because if you go for like an inland silver, it's not going to be shiny. So if you're looking for shiny, you have to do something from Amazon, which I've done some reviews, not specifically on silver ones, but I've had them, like when I talk about filament, I've showed some silver filaments that were shiny. How you decide what products to add for your store / new ideas. So I just look at Thingiverse half the time. I also, of course, look at other stores on Etsy. You want to get ideas and inspirations from other shops if you can. You don't want to completely copy them, of course, but you want to see who's being successful and do what they do, but better. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things that you can design your own, which is the best thing you could do because no one's selling it. So if they want that one specific thing, whatever it is, they're going to come to you to get it. So just, starting from taking things from Thingiverse and Prusa website and stuff like that is okay, but to make your own stuff is the best. Let's see, 7 viewers, awesome. Well, it says 7 viewers and then 10 concurrent viewers. I really don't know. I really don't know how many viewers there actually are. So, can you guys hear me good? Can you tell me in the comments if you can? I know there's like a 10-second delay to this, I think. Thank you, Zach. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So, let's see. So I'm at the very beginning process of starting a business. My idea is to start an Etsy and a Patreon account. Any suggestions on how to get my page started for Etsy? So that's what my whole channel is about. I have so many videos, so it's hard to give you just one suggestion. There's so much to it that I go into detail as much as possible on how to do it in all my videos. And that's why it takes like, hours worth of videos and trying to get them whittled down to like a 10-minute video and put as much information possible in it so it doesn't waste your guys' time and it's not like a 3-hour video on just SKU numbers or something. Like SKU numbers should only take 10 to 20 minutes to tell you exactly how to do it, as long as I cut out all my ums. I'm sure you've been hearing all the ums and the stutters. I cut all that out. You don't see that. You don't see that in the post production. This is my first live. I just did it again. So I'm gonna try to cut out the ums and get better at lives. If this works out, if you guys end up liking this, it's pretty cool that you guys can ask me questions and I can actually talk to people that have things in common with me. Are your Etsy sales down compared to last year? I noticed my sales for the same product are completely down compared to my previous year. Wondering if it's something with Etsy. So I hear this all the time. So a lot of people say, "Oh, my sales are down," and then I'm in Facebook groups that are Etsy Facebook groups that I see this all the time that people are complaining about this. There's so many different things that it could be. It could be the Etsy algorithm just not giving you the time of day at the moment. Your certain things with your shop could be flagged, and they'll show your stuff less. Or it just could be the economy. The economy is kind of not that great. I'm still selling anywhere from 100 to 500 a day. So it just really depends on the day for me. But I also haven't been working on the shop. I haven't really been working on the YouTube either. But if I start working on the shop again, I'm sure it'll go up to a lot more. But I'm still selling about the same as last year. It seems like, because I haven't added anything in months, many months. I don't know how many months, but a while. Let's see. You like raw? Good. Like the baby crib by the print farm. Yes. So I try not to run it too much when she's down here. But I'm kind of forced to sometimes at the moment because my wife she had a C-section, so she's all banged up and she needs some time to rest. So I watch her most of the day, and she watches her through the night. It's working out pretty good so far. I found the simple stuff sells fast and consistently, fidget or novelty things, and the more complicated things sit. I sell locally. Okay. Well, that's cool. Selling locally. I have a friend that I might do a YouTube video with. I'm not going to say her and his name. There are a couple that actually go to sell their stuff at flea markets and stuff like that. Which I would actually like to do a video with them and show how they do it. So that's pretty cool, selling locally. The problem is you can only sell to who sees your stuff that walks by. So, on Etsy, you have so many hundreds of thousands of people seeing it, as long as you have enough items and you're exposed enough. So the simple stuff, yeah. I mean, I sell so many different random stuff that it's hard to even say what sells or what doesn't. I've had things sell that I have no idea it was going to sell. I would take it off a Thingiverse, and then it would sell, and I would really wouldn't think it would sell, because I wouldn't want it. But you got to think that there's a lot of people that aren't you in this world that are completely different, and they're going to be interested in that random thing, How dark is the red JO silk filament? So JO silk, I don't know how to say how dark it was. I don't have any on me right now. I've used it. It was kind of hard to use, actually. The silk JO was like, it kind of, I have a problem with the silk JO because it leaves blobs. You got to kind of print like really fast with it, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But dark, I don't know, medium dark red. I don't know. But if you guys want me to do specific reviews on certain things, just let me know. I do want to do reviews on blue and green and all kinds of other things to say what the best for the money is. It's just a lot of resources to do that. It takes a lot of time because my printers are always running. And I got to free up those printers to, like, let's say I'll buy 5 or 6 filaments off Amazon at the cheapest prices I can and try them out because I want to get the cheapest filament, because obviously I'm just banging out filament all day. And the cheaper I can get it for, the more I'm going to make in the end. So I'm going to be doing all the different colors eventually. It just takes time. So let's see. Next question. What made you buy your first printer and what was it? So my first printer was a Mark III Prusa. And that's probably why I stuck with printing so much, because it just worked. I still have it. And then I also got a Mini. I tried the Mini, and then I just kept on buying the Mark IIIs, and they just kept on working and not breaking. The Mini was a pain in the butt. It was a real pain in the butt to change the filament, which I noticed slowed me down so much. Me running this print farm, I have 16 printers at the moment. I can, if I actually went full time with this business, I'm sure I can get 100 printers and run them by myself, the way that I do everything with my SKU system and everything. But I'm just going off a tangent. I don't even know why. So yeah, Mark III Prusa. You can get them so cheap now. Just get those. You can get bamboo and stuff. I don't have any experience with those, but I might try them. It's just that they're not really tested and proven. These Prusas never break down. They just never do. So that answers that question. Hi, can you know how high is the sensor in a Prusa i3 Mark III? This only have a error of sensor fail. I'm really not sure what that means. Maybe message me privately and we can fix it. Let's see. I generally buy filament from Amazon, but the annoying thing that happens is colors may not match from the same brand over time. Yes. So big problem with that. So the thing is, though, you can buy like, let's say you go to Micro Center and get the hell is it called? Inland. I'm having a brain fart here. You're gonna get pretty consistent, but it's gonna be $18 to $20 something a roll. Now, I buy a lot of Inland, and I also buy it online off of Amazon too. It all depends, because I get 5% off of Amazon with my credit card, so that makes me want to buy more on Amazon. And also, I get it like the next day or 2 days from then. If you buy it from Micro Center, it could be up to 7 days or more sometimes that it comes. It takes to come. And also, they package it. I hate the way they package it from Micro Center. They put the packing peanuts in there and they explode everywhere, and it's a nightmare. So I like ordering from Amazon if I can. Now, once in a while in my shorts, I see like a JO good deal or something, which I just did this like 2 days ago or something like that. It was $10.90 for a roll of black filament. And the thing is that you got to buy it. You got to keep on buying them if you want like 10 of them. It's a pain in the butt. And then like sometimes it comes up on Amazon that like, is this a duplicate purchase that you actually want? You got to click yes. So kind of a pain in the butt. But $10.90 for a 1 kilogram. They say 1.1 kilogram, but I don't think it is. It's 1 kilogram of black filament, which is great, and much better than Inland. Like Inland black filament is terrible. As well as the problem with Inland is it snaps off. The first, I don't know if have you guys ever had this issue with Inland specifically? Like the first hour or two, it's like brittle. And then it'll snap off sometimes, especially certain colors, but every color does it, and it'll just be broken for no reason. And then you got to freaking put it back in. Sometimes you got to put it in 3-4 times. It's a pain in the butt. So, where was I going with that? I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, color consistency. They are. Inland's going to be consistent, and certain brands are going to be consistent. JO, you need to buy 10 of them, they'll be consistent if you buy them all at once. If you do not buy them all at once, if like you buy 5 now, and then next week you buy another 5, you have to run the first 5 out, because there's a 90% chance that it's going to be a different color. I don't know why. And it comes like in different boxes. Sometimes they're plastic spools. Sometimes they're cardboard spools. Sometimes they're... Oh, this thing, by the way, they're I don't know if I can put this in there. I can't even see the camera. Son of a gun. So this thing, they come with their own little dragging clip. I don't like them as much though. They're really small compared to the clips I use. I'm sure you guys all know which clips I use if you watch any of my videos. So use those. But they come. Each spool comes with that, which is actually pretty cool. That's pretty neat. That's the newest JO that I've been getting. Now I'm going to set this up better next time we do a live stream because all this stuff I'm not expecting. This is my first time. So if you guys like the live stream, put that thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you never subscribed to the channel, if you want to learn about making money with your 3D printer, hit the subscribe button, and that's what I teach. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, I love Bamboo P1P. It's absolutely amazing. I've heard a lot of that, Zach. I've had an Ender 3 for my first printer and never ever again. Yeah, I would never get an Ender. All my friends have that, or a lot of my friends have that, and it's just like constant fixing them. And you gotta you buy them and then you gotta upgrade them, and like the Prusa's Mark IIIs, they just come out and they work out the box. I know they're not as fast as P1P, not even close, but I guarantee it's gonna last longer. And also I like to support a brand. Prusa, is open source, and they're just amazing company. They give all their information out to people, and they make amazing products. So let's see. I've had Ender, Prusa, and Bamboo. I also have an Anchor make, but won't open it until my V6 color engine comes in. All right. So what do you like most, Ashley? You like the Bamboo? I've had the worst luck with Inland Yellow. Always the yellow. Okay, so Inland Yellow is disgusting. I have not found a yellow. Well, there's Inland PLA Plus that looks okay, but the yellows are gross from Inland. I don't know why, but they're not a nice yellow. If you get a yellow Hatchbox yellow, it's a nice, vibrant, beautiful yellow. And no, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so sorry, but this is the difference. This is Hatchbox. It's beautiful. Okay, and this is this ugly. I don't know if the camera does it right, but it's ugly. It's almost like an orange. All right. So where was I? Thoughts on Sunlu. So I'm pretty sure Sunlu is the same as JO. They come in the same package. They're around the same price. They perform the same. They have the same spool. There's so much about them that are the same. A lot of these companies, I actually have my last review was about this. I ordered a bunch of different companies, and then it turns out that they're the exact same filament. Overture was the same company as someone else. So you got to be careful with that. It's you don't want to spend extra money on something that you think is gonna be nicer. If you think Sunlu is a better product, I don't think it is. I can't guarantee it, but I'm almost positive, at least in my mind, that it's the same thing. So, Bamboo X1C so far, but I had Ender 3 first. I would have given up everything if I didn't have the Prusa MK3 Plus next. Yeah. Yep, they're amazing printers. Yeah, you just want it faster. I'm kind of concerned that the Bamboo is going to break. Is what my concern is. And then everyone's going to have these printers, and they're going to charge possibly an arm and a leg to fix them, or the company's going to go under, and then you can't get parts. There's a million things that can happen when But so Prusa, it's all open source, and you call them, they have that within 2 days, at least for me. My part's in if I have an issue, and 90% of the time it's my own stupidity that did whatever it was, and they'll still fix it. Or it's like, it's just something stupid that I did, and they're like, oh no, you got to do this, and I'm like, oh, it's not broken, you know. What else? Am I out of questions here? Let's see. Does anybody else have any questions? Yeah, Bamboo. Yeah, Bamboo being fast, but still quality is nice. So one of my friends hates the Bamboo. He thinks it's terrible. I just don't have. I know like everyone's blown away by the speed, but I just the Prussias are amazing. I can't not have a Prusia in my life. I think. I'm a Kickstarter backer, so 13 months on the X1C. I'm stubborn, never called support for Creality or Prusa. Well, yeah. I mean, if I was in the Kickstarter, I'd be a little partial too. So yeah. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. I think we've been up for 36 minutes. I think that's pretty long. I'm going to put in the community tab if, unless you guys have any other questions, I'll read them if they come in. I know it's like a 10 or 20 second delay. I'm going to put in a community tab in maybe a week or something like that, or maybe a day. I don't know. Ask more questions, and then if people seem like they like this, then we'll do another live stream. I just say a lot, and it's a lot more interesting probably watching me if I cut out all the stupid stuff and you just get the information straight. Yeah, Zach, anytime, man. Any questions, let me know. Look out for the community tab. Hit the like button if you guys like the video. If you guys hate the video, hit the like button. I appreciate it. This has been awesome. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you guys joining. I really do. So I'd make it longer, but I'm out of questions, and I thought that these questions would actually last a long time. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start their own 3D printing farm or business? Yeah, so watch my channel. Yep, that'll be the advice for this, because this is from Splunkin. If you watch my channel, I know I only have like 66 videos or something like that, and that might even count shorts, but they're all informational, so go watch them. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great night. I'm going to enjoy my whiskey, and see you later.